So our goal here in this house was first and foremost to appeal to the demographic buyer. And in doing so, we have to make the space look like it's going to fit their lifestyle. When a buyer comes in, they want to see their lifestyle in the space. And when we stage a home, it's very different than decorating because our goal is to really focus on the architectural features, the flow of the house, and also show a purpose to every room so a buyer can see when they come in how that space will work for them. So what we do when we stage homes, we don't always use TVs, but in a home that would have like one living room rather than a living room and a family room or a den, I feel it's important to always use TV, and we use fake ones for a lot of reasons: security, cost, logistics, moving it around. It's just a lot easier to use a fake one, but we use a fake TV because for whatever reason, people, when they look at homes, they always want to know where the TV goes. And if there's one room in the house, like in this house, that only has the living room, we have to make sure that that's addressed so buyers can relate to that. We want them to know how they're going to live in this space and use it. I didn't want to own anything, but apparently I have a warehouse full of stuff I didn't want to own. And I recently moved into it in January of this year after having my stuff in 4 different locations. And what I realized was I was very inefficient with my time, and that equated to being inefficient with money too. So I found a space that accommodated all my furnishings, where I store my furniture, my art, accessories, and all the things that I use for staging. I own my own inventory, so that gives me a little bit more flexibility in working with homeowners as far as the lease arrangements, and also it gives me comfort in knowing the aesthetic that I'm trying to achieve, I can. It's hard to do when you have to count on another source for your furniture, so I felt it was important for my business model to carry my own inventory. I probably have enough to stage about 15 to 20 homes at any given time. So, and you know, when you think about a home, most homes that I stage will have like a living room and a family room, so that's anywhere from I've had anywhere from 2 to 5 sofas in most homes. So that's a lot of sofas, many chairs. You know, on average, there's probably, I would say, 15 to 20 chairs in each home, pillows, countless pillows, lamps, hundreds and hundreds of lamps. My furnishings I buy are neutral, and there's a reason for that, is because neutrals will work in any home at all. It doesn't matter if your walls are neutral or if you have a color on your walls. A nice way to minimize the impact of color that may or may not be to a buyer's liking is to focus on the neutrals. If I lived in this particular house, how I would have the sofa facing the fireplace to create a cozy little seating area. But with staging, as I said, it's really about the house and the architectural features. So if I put a sofa facing the fireplace would actually be blocked from view from a buyer. So when you stage a home, you have to have the space open and make it appear as large as it can. So when a buyer comes in, they feel like they're getting a lot of space. When a buyer feels they're getting more, they actually pay more for a house. So